Ever dream of becoming a millionaire by 26? Well, meet Graham Stephan. He actually did it.
Wow.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into how he went from real estate agent to this personal finance guru. And we've got a podcast interview breaking down his success. And you might be surprised to learn that real estate is just one piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, it's a fascinating story because it really challenges that get-rich-quick myth.
Okay.
And we're going to break down the who, what, where, when, and why of his journey.
Okay.
You'll walk away with some solid strategies for building wealth and diversifying your income.
Okay, color me intrigued.
Yeah.
Let's start with the basics. Who is this Graham Stephan guy?
He's a California native,
Okay.
born in 1990.
All right.
Pretty average start, right? But here's where it gets interesting.
Okay.
He got his real estate license at just 18 years old.
Whoa, hold on.
Yeah.
18? I was barely figuring out how to do laundry at that age.
Right.
That's some serious ambition.
It is.
Yeah.
And that ambition has paid off. Since then, he sold over $135 million in residential real estate.
Wait, $135 million.
Yes.
Okay, now I understand the millionaire by 26 thing.
Yeah.
But you mentioned he's also a YouTube star. How does that even fit in?
That's a huge part of his success.
Okay.
He's got almost 5 million subscribers, and his videos basically break down finance in a way anyone can understand.
So he's a real estate mogul, A&D, a personal finance guru. That's quite the combo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what's fascinating is that he's created multiple streams of income,
Right.
which is a strategy anyone can learn from.
Okay, this is already blowing my mind.
Yeah.
Let's get into the good stuff.
Okay.
What are Graham Stephan's money-making secrets? Is it all about real estate?
That's a common misconception. Well, real estate is definitely part of it.
Right.
Graham emphasizes frugality and making smart investments across the board.
Wait, frugality. I thought millionaires lived lavishly.
Right.
Doesn't sound very glamorous.
That's the stereotype.
Yeah.
But Graham proves that good financial habits matter at any income level.
Okay.
He's got a diverse portfolio, index funds, real estate, even treasury bonds.
Wow.
He even dabbles in cryptocurrency, but it's a small part of his strategy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's not about putting all your eggs in one basket, but you keep mentioning YouTube.
Yeah.
How much can you really make from posting videos?
You might be surprised.
Okay.
YouTube isn't just a hobby for Graham.
Right.
It's a serious income source.
Okay.
Through ad revenue, online courses, and affiliate marketing. His channel brings in big money.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Online courses and affiliate marketing. It sounds like YouTube's a whole business in itself.
You're getting it.
Okay.
The big takeaway is that Graham doesn't rely on one income source.
Right.
He's got multiple streams, which gives him more stability and flexibility.
Okay. You've got my attention.
Yeah.
So we've covered who he is and what he does. Where has all of this taken him? Besides, having a ridiculous amount of money.
Well, his estimated net worth is a cool $23 million.
Dang.
But beyond that, his success has landed him appearances on shows like Selling Sunset and $1 Million Listing Los Angeles.
Wow. So from real estate agent to being featured on real estate shows?
Yeah.
That's a serious glow up.
It is.
Yeah.
It really speaks to how much he's achieved and the impact he's had on the industry.
All right. So we've got the who, what, and where. Let's talk about the when.
Oh, yeah.
When did this wild success story begin?
Remember that real estate license he got at 18?
Yes.
That was the starting point.
Okay.
He hit millionaire status by 26, thanks to smart investments and commissions.
He was a millionaire before most people figure out what they want to do with their lives.
Exactly.
Incredible.
And his YouTube journey began in 2016.
Okay.
By 2020, he was earning $5.1 million just from the channel.
So he was already crushing it in real estate.
Yeah.
And then YouTube launched him into a whole new stratosphere of success.
It's a classic example of seizing an opportunity and adapting to a new platform.
Okay, so the last piece of the puzzle. Why do his methods resonate with so many people? There are tons of finance gurus out there.
Right.
What makes Graham stand out?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I think it's his relatability.
Okay.
He explains finance in a way that's easy to understand, no complicated jargon, and he shares his own experiences,
Okay.
even the mistakes.
So he's like that friend who's amazing with money, but doesn't make you feel dumb when giving advice.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that.
And his transparency builds trust.
Right.
He's not just talking the talk.
Right.
He's living proof that his strategies work.
His story shows that financial independence isn't just for the elite.
Yeah,
You can achieve it with the right knowledge and a solid plan.
precisely.
Yeah.
It's a powerful example of what's possible when you combine smart financial habits, hard work, and a willingness to embrace new opportunities.
This is fascinating, but we've just scratched the surface here. I'm dying to know more about his real estate ventures.
Sure.
What kind of properties did he invest in? What were his strategies?
Great question.
Yeah.
What's fascinating is that he wasn't flipping houses for quick profits.
Okay.
He focused on building long-term wealth through smart acquisitions and property management.
Okay, now we're talking.
Yeah.
I've always been curious about building wealth through real estate. Let's get into those details.
Get ready.
Okay.
His approach is anything but typical.
Okay.
He challenged the status quo, saw opportunities where others didn't,
Okay.
and wasn't afraid to take calculated risks.
This is exactly what I was hoping for.
Good.
I have a feeling we're about to uncover some real estate gold.
You're not wrong. His approach to real estate is a masterclass in strategy, market analysis, and financial discipline. We've got a lot to unpack, so let's dive in.
Let's go.
All right. One of Graham's key real estate principles is focusing on multi-unit properties.
Multi-unit properties. So we're not talking about flipping those cute starter homes you see on HGTV.
Not exactly. Think more along the lines of apartment buildings or duplexes, anything that can generate multiple rental incomes.
Okay.
This helps spread the risk and create a steadier income stream.
Right.
Even if one tenant moves out, you've still got income coming in from the others.
That makes a lot of sense. Spreading the risk is always a smart move.
Yeah.
But how did Graham even find these properties? Did he have some secret real estate hacks?
He was all about due diligence and thorough market research.
Okay.
He specifically sought out properties in up-and-coming neighborhoods with good potential for appreciation.
So it's not just about buying any old apartment building. It's about finding those hidden gems that are going to increase in value over time.
Exactly. And that's where his real estate license gave him a real edge.
Okay.
He really understood the market, knew how to spot a good deal,
Right.
and was a skilled negotiator.
Okay, so he used his expertise to find undervalued properties that could generate passive income through rentals. Clever. But you mentioned that he sold over $135 million worth of real estate. Did he sell those multi-unit properties too?
He did a mix of holding onto properties for that steady rental income and strategically selling when the market was right. Timing is everything in real estate.
Wow, so it's like a constant balancing act, knowing when to hold on and when to let go. But managing all those properties must have been a lot to handle.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And Graham's a big believer in working smarter, not harder.
Okay.
He uses property management companies to take care of the day-to-day operations.
Smart move. You can't be YouTube star A&D, a full-time landlord.
Right.
But all of this requires money, right? Did he start with a big inheritance or something?
Not at all. He started with a regular income.
Oh.
Remember, he got his license at 18.
Right.
He worked hard as an agent, saved diligently, and lived frugally to build up his initial investment capital.
So the millionaire lifestyle wasn't just handed to him. It was years of hard work, discipline, and smart decisions. That's actually pretty inspiring.
It really challenges that idea that you need to come from wealth to build wealth.
Yeah.
Graham's story shows what you can accomplish with dedication and a plan.
Okay, so we've covered Graham's real estate approach and busted some myths about his background. Now let's go back to YouTube for a minute.
Sure.
You mentioned ad revenue, online courses, and affiliate marketing. Can you break those down for me? How do they actually work?
Absolutely. With YouTube, you can earn money through ads that run before or during your videos.
Okay.
The more views you get, the more ad revenue you generate.
Okay, so it's all about those views. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But what about those online courses? Is he teaching people how to invest in real estate?
He offers a variety of courses on personal finance topics.
Okay.
From budgeting and investing to even building an online business. They provide in-depth knowledge and guidance for anyone who wants to take control of their finances.
Ah, I see. So that's another layer of income diversification. What about this affiliate marketing thing? Is that like those sponsored posts you see all over Instagram?
It's similar. Basically, Graham recommends products or services he actually uses and believes in.
Okay.
And if his viewers buy something through his unique affiliate link, he gets a commission.
Interesting. So it's like a win-win-win situation. He gets to share products he likes, viewers get access to helpful resources, and he makes money from it. Pretty smart.
Exactly. And it's important to note that Graham's very transparent about his affiliate relationships.
Okay.
He always emphasizes that he only recommends things he genuinely uses and trusts.
Okay, so it's not like he's just pushing random stuff to make a quick buck. That makes me feel a lot better about the whole affiliate marketing thing.
Right. Authenticity is super important when building trust with your audience,
Right.
especially when it comes to financial advice.
This is all making a lot of sense. We've learned about Graham's real estate strategies, his various income streams, and how he's using YouTube to build this financial empire. But what about this frugality thing we touched on earlier?
Right.
I'm curious to know how he balances living a good life with saving and investing so aggressively.
That's a great question and something a lot of people struggle with.
Yeah.
For Graham, frugality isn't about deprivation.
Okay.
It's about being mindful of your spending
Okay.
and prioritizing your long-term goals.
Right.
Instead of instant gratification.
So it's not about living like a monk, but
Yeah.
about being intentional with your money. Makes sense. But didn't you say he's worth millions? Surely he splurges on some things, right?
Of course, he enjoys nice cars and travel.
Okay.
But he also makes conscious choices about his spending.
Mm-hmm.
He talks a lot about valuing experiences over material possessions.
I like that. What's the point of all that wealth if you don't enjoy it?
Right.
But it's about doing it in a way that aligns with your values and long-term goals?
Exactly. And Graham's a big believer in delayed gratification.
Okay.
He saved a ton in his 20s to invest in real estate and build his YouTube channel.
Right.
He knew those investments would pay off big time down the road.
It's all about playing the long game, not chasing those quick wins. Smart.
Exactly. And that's a mindset shift that anyone can benefit from, no matter their financial goals.
This deep dive is really eye-opening. Graham's story is packed with lessons about financial literacy, investing, and building those multiple income streams. But I'm curious, are there any criticisms or challenges he's faced along the way?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
And it's important to acknowledge that no success story is perfect.
Right.
One of the main criticisms is that his advice might not be applicable to everyone,
Okay.
especially those who don't have access to the same resources or opportunities.
Yeah, that makes sense. Not everyone can just get a real estate license at 18 or build a successful YouTube channel.
Right. And some people think his lifestyle is too extreme for them. It's all about finding a balance that works for your own situation and goals.
I appreciate you bringing that up. It's a good reminder that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to success. What works for Graham might not work for everyone, and that's okay.
Exactly.
But even with those criticisms, I still think there's a lot we can learn from his journey.
Absolutely. His emphasis on financial literacy, diversifying your income, and working hard are valuable principles for everyone.
Right.
It's about adapting them to your own circumstances and finding what works for you.
This has been incredible. We've covered so much ground, from his unique real estate strategies to his mastery of YouTube. But there's one last thing I'm curious about. His philosophy on giving back.
Okay.
I've heard philanthropy is a big part of his life.
You're right. Graham is passionate about using his platform and his resources to make a difference in the world.
Okay.
He's involved in several charities, particularly those focused on animal welfare and protecting the environment.
I love that. It's inspiring to see someone who's achieved so much financial success also prioritize giving back to the community. It adds a whole other dimension to his story.
It definitely does.
Yeah.
It shows that financial success isn't just about money.
Right.
It's about using that success to make a positive impact.
This deep dive has been a roller coaster of knowledge and inspiration. We've learned so much about Graham Stephan's journey, from his early days as a real estate agent to becoming a YouTube star and financial guru.
I have a feeling we've only just scratched the surface, though.
You're absolutely right. This is just a glimpse into his world.
Right.
And that's the great thing about these deep dives.
Yeah.
They spark our curiosity and encourage us to keep learning and exploring.
You've got me hooked.
Yeah.
I'm definitely checking out his YouTube channel to see what other wisdom he's dropping. This has been an incredible conversation.
I've enjoyed it too. It's always fascinating to delve into the minds of successful people and learn from their experiences. Welcome back to our deep dive into Graham Stephan's world. We've covered a ton of ground already, but now I'm really curious to get into the specifics of his investment strategies and what we can learn from his journey.
Great. Let's start by unpacking one of Graham's core investment principles, the power of index funds.
Okay, index funds. For those of us who aren't finance wizards, can you break that down?
Imagine a basket of stocks that represents a slice of the market like the S&P 500. When you invest in an index fund, you're buying a tiny piece of all those companies in that basket.
So instead of trying to pick individual stocks, I'm spreading my money across a bunch of companies. Sounds less risky.
Exactly. It's a way to diversify your investments and reduce risk. Index funds are often seen as a safer, more hands-off approach, especially for beginners.
Makes sense. So Graham's a big fan of this strategy.
He is. He often talks about how consistent long-term investment in index funds is like a bedrock of wealth building.
I'm starting to see the appeal, but he also invests in real estate, right? How does that fit in with the whole index fund thing?
Remember, diversification is key. Graham sees real estate as another way to build wealth, offering both income and potential for appreciation.
Right, those multiple income streams he's always talking about, but real estate seems a lot more hands-on than index funds.
True, but remember, Graham's a big proponent of using property management companies that way. He gets the benefits of real estate without the day-to-day hassles of being a landlord.
Smart. So index funds and real estate, any other investment secrets he spilled?
He really stresses the importance of an emergency fund. Think of it like a stash of cash you can access quickly if something unexpected happens, like losing your job or having a medical emergency.
Okay, that makes sense. A financial safety net to prevent you from going into debt when life throws curveballs your way. How much should people aim to have in their emergency fund?
Graham recommends at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses.
Wow, that's a lot of money, but I guess it's worth it for the peace of mind.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He also emphasizes having a clear financial plan and a budgeting system. He's all about tracking your income and expenses and making conscious choices about where your money goes.
So it's not just about making money, it's about managing it. Well, that's something a lot of people overlook.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Financial literacy is as important as earning power.
This is all incredibly helpful, but you mentioned earlier that there are some criticisms of Graham's advice. Can we talk about those for a minute?
Of course, like with any financial expert, it's important to look at his advice critically. One common critique is that his focus on frugality can sometimes seem a bit extreme.
Yeah, I can see that living a super minimalist lifestyle isn't for everyone, even if it means reaching financial independence faster.
Right, it's about finding what works for you and your values.
Yeah.
Another criticism is that replicating his success in real estate might be tough in today's market, especially with rising property prices and more competition.
Good point. The real estate market is always changing, and what worked for him a few years ago might not be as effective now.
Exactly. No investment strategy is foolproof, and there are always risks to consider.
So the key takeaway here is to do your research, understand the risks, and find an approach that matches your goals and your risk tolerance. It's not about copying someone else's plan, but learning from their experience and adapting those principles to your own life.
Perfectly put, financial success is a personal journey.
This deep dive has been amazing. We've learned about Graham Stephan's real estate moves, his YouTube empire, his investment strategies, and even the criticisms around his advice. What I find most inspiring is how much he emphasizes financial literacy and empowering people to take control of your money.
Absolutely. His story proves that financial independence is achievable with hard work, discipline, and a willingness to learn and adapt.
And that's a powerful message that can resonate with anyone, no matter where you are in your financial journey.
Yeah.
There's always something to learn from Graham's approach.
Definitely his transparency, his authenticity, and his passion for financial education make him a truly inspiring figure in the world of personal finance. Well, listeners, that wraps up our deep dive into the world of Graham Stephan. We've covered a lot, but remember, this is just the start of your own financial journey.
Take what you've learned here, do your own research, and most importantly, take action. Your financial future is in your hands. With the right knowledge and mindset, you can achieve your dreams.
And remember, the path to financial freedom is a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient, be persistent, and never stop learning. Until next time, happy investing.